Alright, it's day 83 on the AT. So, not a long day today, but not a short day. A little over 12 miles. We will be stopping for lunch at one point. Today is what the notable thing about this morning was how cold it is. We got out to the van, it was 58 degrees. So, yeah, that's quite a change from how it was before, a couple weeks ago, or a week ago. All right. Oh my God, there's so many webs. I'm so blazing now. So we're starting this hike from our drop-off point from last night. It's Gilder's Hollow Road / Jug End Road. And yeah, we're trying to figure out, why is it called Jug End? This whole area is called Jug End. And apparently it's a historical area and named from a German word by the Dutch, Jug End or Jug End, something like that. I'm probably horribly pronouncing it, but it's a German word for youth. So it became Jug End. And yeah. So yesterday's hike, man, that was long. 17.2 miles, but it was the 4,000 feet of climbing that pretty much killed me. I mean, I was fine. My legs are fine. But I was pretty tired and just mentally wiped out at the end of the day. And then to have that last 2 miles be such a technical rock scramble coming down the hill and a lot of going up again when I was that tired was really unfortunate. I just wanted to get on an easy trail like we're on right now. And it just kept going. The rocks were just relentless. So glad that day was over. But meant for a late day. It was almost 7 o'clock when we finished. By the time we got out to eat, 8 o'clock. By the time I got back to the hotel, it was almost 10. And then I had to get some work done. But I couldn't get a lot done. I was up for about an hour. Then got up at 4 a.m. Worked some more this morning before our hike. So one exciting thing is tomorrow I get to see my wife again. Haven't seen her in a few months. She'll be flying out. We'll see her tomorrow night, and she'll join us on trail the following day. So we're going to be hitting some pastures with cows. And know that there's supposedly sheep too, but they say that this is actually this was supposed to be a place you could get water. I can tell you, there's no water. I don't think the cows are happy with me being here. So we've been walking through pastures for a while. It's nice. It's kind of a, right now, welcome change for me, considering the more difficult stuff that we did yesterday. So it's kind of cool. Only negative, grass is wet, which means your shoes get wet. Looks like our pasture hiking is coming to an end, I think. So, by the way, I noticed on looking at yesterday's videos that for some reason my image stabilization again turned off, so I turned it back on. I don't know if I'm going to just have to start looking at it every day, because I don't know why it turns off. It's quite a contrast coming from the pastures and fields and back into the pine forest. So I've made comments before about people about blazes being put on really skinny trees, but check out this one. I think that's a blaze. It's kind of old, but you can see it. It's such a huge tree. Massive. Well, what is this? All right. we're in this is the swamp. We've been crossing a lot of boardwalks. There's been a lot of water here. So apparently this ladder looks really sketchy. You can see it's kind of coming apart at the bottom, and yeah, the screws are pulling out. Let's not die. Okay, so what we learned is, yeah, don't use those rungs, the wood ones. I just tested them and they're really bad. But yeah, we're on the bridge. And it feels relatively stable. We're over this swampy river. And now we got to go down another ladder and onto a boardwalk. Shay's Rebellion Monument. Well, it's actually fascinating reading about Shay's Rebellion. I had no idea. And the actual battlefield was this field right here. Wow. Alright, we hit a railroad crossing, an active railroad, so we gotta look, make sure we're not gonna die. Very strong smell of tar on wood. Just takes me right back to piers in the ocean that we used to hang out on where I was growing up. So we just went through that trail magic. What an amazing trail magic it was. Group of ladies, she said they rotate and take turns hosting under that big silver tent. But they had all kinds of stuff. They even had veggie burgers, which I wasn't hungry, so I didn't get any, but I did get some ice cold watermelon. They had all kinds of home baked goods, not just stuff you buy from a store. They actually made all those kind of cookies and muffins and breads. Wow. Pretty cool. Yeah, again, we are walking along the Housatonic River. It's just lazily flowing here. Yeah, and for those who understand and use the Far Out app, we just flip the map. For those who don't know, you buy it in sections. And you know, if you do the whole AT, you buy all of it, but you still get sections. This is unfortunate because it abruptly cuts off and you can't really do anything past that point. And then you got to load the next section. So if you're recording, you have to stop at that point that it ends and start a new recording, which is what I've done. So my suggestion to Far Out is just add a buffer to the ends of those where they just overlap. You wouldn't have to do that. Anyways, but still, it's a cool thing. We're on the next section. So from Great Barrington North. Man, it's nice to get off that road, Kellogg Road. The bridge that crosses the Housatonic is not a lot of room for cars and people. So, yeah, we're in the woods now. So today has been such a contrast from yesterday. I mean, yesterday was up and down mountains. I think we did 4 mountains.
in the forest and over rock scrambles. That was pretty much the day. Today we've had a little bit of forest, but pretty flat, and a lot of swamp, flat, and a lot of farmland and pastures, flat. There's been a little up and down, and I mean, again, that's so far. We're going to stop here at Holmes Road in 1 mile for lunch, and then we'll do the second half of the day, and maybe the second half will be different. Check out the bark on this tree. It's just fascinating. Let me zoom in a little bit. That's crazy. That tree was an emerald ash. Looking at this bridge they put over this ravine makes me wonder what we would have done without it. I think I could have made it from here to there. Of course, if you slip, that'd be bad.
It does not feel good on my shoulders. No. Yeah,
All right, near the end of the day's hike, but look at this cool bridge. Giant flat rocks.